I sympathize with Eckermann. Who wants to read thousands of novels? And actually, Eckermann was lucky. The Chinese novels that had been translated into Western languages by 1827 were very few, and most were relatively short and fast-paced. Love stories full of adventures, improbable coincidences, and magic. Nothing like the Chinese novels that have since become part of the canon of world literature, like The Story of the Stone and Journey to the West. Together, these two number about 5,000 printed pages. Journey to the West has lots of battle scenes and monsters. Story of the Stone, by contrast, takes place entirely inside a family compound. Goethe was able to threaten Eckermann with thousands of Chinese novels, but at least those novels weren't all thousands of pages long. The long novels hadn't been translated yet. But I also sympathize with Goethe. Someone like Eckermann, full of prejudice against Chinese literature, ignorance, and full of incredulity, is just asking to be shocked a little. What? The Chinese have novels? Good ones? Thousands of them? Faced with Eckermann's obstinacy, Goethe got riled up and he reached for the most outlandish term he could think of: world literature. It did the job. It really made Eckermann shut up. But it didn't keep any of them in their seats. The parade of sledges was clearly more important and interesting to them than the invention of world literature. In a sense, we owe world literature to Eckermann. To his ambition, to his decision to walk for 2 weeks to Weimar, to his willingness to serve as Goethe's interlocutor and to write down the wise man's thoughts. But in particular, we owe world literature to Eckermann's ignorance, his inability to imagine Chinese novels, his stupid assumptions about the superiority of what he knew. In order for world literature to be born, we didn't just need a Goethe. We also needed an Eckermann, someone who played the straight man to Goethe's provocative thought. World literature hasn't changed all that much since then. No one really knows what it is, but everyone knows one thing. Other people don't even know that there are Chinese novels out there or all this literature from other cultures, much less believe that it is any good. World literature, in a sense, depends on the straight man. Goethe didn't limit himself to Chinese novels. A couple of years earlier, Wilhelm Grimm, the collector of German folk tales, wrote to his brother Jakob in utter confusion about Goethe's latest doings. He's into Persian stuff, composed a collection of poems in the manner of Hafiz, and he is studying Arabic, he wrote in astonishment. And all this on top of reading from and explaining Hao Qiu-Quan, another Chinese novel. Did Goethe say anything about these German folk tales, the brother wanted to know? No, not really. No one knew how to respond to Goethe's seemingly random and far-flung interests until someone had a great idea. It was Goethe's birthday. Let's give him a turban. What it must have been like for Goethe. As soon as he mentions a Chinese novel, everyone around him starts asking him about German fairy tales. And when he feels inspired by a Persian poet, someone gives him a turban, in a basket, actually.